What's up, blue chips? 5 total trades today. Let's get to it. Chips. So the morning kind of started off slow. The only trade that we found was here on AMRN, and as you guys saw if you were watching me live, if not, I'm going to go ahead and timestamp all of the trades. Once I get done, I actually just got home. It's 2:30. Went out with the oldest and got some shopping done and all that good stuff. The essential stuff. So anyways, the new hotkeys, as you can see, they are plentiful. Basically what they're designed to do as of right now is put me into a 1-to-1 trade with a set risk. Basically, I found that I am more of a one entry type trader. So I was getting only 25% of my position when I was doing the 1-1-2 a lot. So I figured, why not try to get the full amount? And that's exactly what we did today. Starting here with AMRN, as you can see, if we scroll out just a little bit, had that previous resistance, popped up, did not feel, we actually went up to 575. It started to come back down. We got our fill at 567. We hit the bid on this one, didn't want to miss it. Felt like it was getting pretty heavy pretty quick. And as you can see, it came right down and filled us. First real trade with the new strategy. It's always nice to get the winner. And just so you guys know, we are risking 10 to make 10 as of right now. So let's move on to the next one, which was on SLB. We were actually getting ready to end the live stream. It was 10:28 or so, and I guess Trump tweeted, and he said, "Hey, Tim, I want you to stick around and trade a couple more times." So as you can see, it was something to do with oil, if you want to go check it out. But all the oil stocks started going crazy. The first one that went nuts was GUSH, and everything else just started going with it. The market started going with it. All these other stocks started going with it. And we ended up finding SU and SLB. And as you can see, our first trade here, we were early. It actually tried to fall over right when we got into the trade, and then it decided it wasn't done and it took off. So we hit our max risk there, took the loss, came back up, and we got right to that whole $1.15. Just felt really heavy. $14.99 was as high as it got. We actually got our fill at $14.95. We hit the bid again there. And I felt safe. We hit the 150 button, which gives us a 60-cent range order. So we had 60 cents up, 60 cents down. As you can see, it came back down and hit our order right before trying to pop back up, and ended up giving you the sloppy seconds there anyways. So we ended up actually making a mistake on all of our $1.50 buttons, where we were actually risking 15 to make 15, because when I put all these buttons together, I was super tired, and I accidentally put the wrong share size into the $1.50 buttons. I went back up from 20 to 25 instead of from 20 down to 17, which is where it should have been, to risk the 10 to make 10. So when you guys actually look at my profits for today, these should have been break even, if not a little bit less, because when you do have losses, you are going to get a little bit of slippage. So that's unfortunate. But as you can see, we actually got a little slippage in our favor here on SU. We actually had 1 cent slippage the wrong way on the $10 loser on the first trade, but then the second one, which we were actually risking 15 to make 15, we actually got a slippage of 2 cents in our favor on the take profit, which was nice. So that's why that's over $5 when it should have just been 15 exact if it was a perfect world. SLB, you can see we actually ended up taking that trade off a little bit early at the end there by like 6 cents. So if I did the math, it'd be a little bit closer to that $15 or $5 area. But as you can see, when you're taking profits, you're always going to pretty much get the exact amount of what you're risking. But when you are getting stopped out, a lot of times, since it's a market order, if it's moving fast, you're going to get a little bit of slippage. So that was where we stood today. We ended up making $18.57 on 5 trades. And again, this is starting slow, guys. I really like the idea of this, pretty much just getting in full size right away. And eventually we're going to be keeping track of these to see if we top these enough, like as you see here with SLB, risking 2 to 1. So looking for the same take profit area, but risking half to the upside. So the only way that we could really get burned by that is if it is something like SLB, like say we started it on where we ended up covering this first trade, and then it popped up, stopped us out real quick, and then made the drop. That would kind of suck, but it's going to happen even in cases like this, because as you can see, I was taking 1-to-1 risk on this trade, and either way, we would have got stopped out of this. So I'm starting to think, will it matter if it's 2-to-1 or 1-to-1? We'll have to see. We're going to keep track over our sample size here. So on to the last trade over here at SU. It looks almost identical to SLB. And as you can see, we were in early on the first one. We pretty much entered this one the same time as we did SLB. It popped up, got through that 19 whole dollar area. We decided to jump in. It felt heavy there. We jumped in and got 1898 as it came back down through 19. We hit the bid on that one as well. And as you can see, this one was pretty immediate. It just came straight back down through. Filled us almost immediately and just kept on going. So that's all I have for you today. That's the new strategy, all the good stuff. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below. Again, if you want to watch the live trades, feel free to go watch the live stream. I'm going to go put the timestamps on those right now, and I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.